The Phoenix housing report for June 2022 is out, and let me tell you folks, all the data I'm going to show you in the video right now suggests that we are moving from a seller market into a buyer market. Over the past 2 years, the housing inventory in Phoenix was at its lowest levels. Properties were selling above their list price in a matter of days, and a lot of properties would get multiple offers. On the top of that, we also had a massive migration, mainly from California and the Midwest. All those things had led us to a record home prices in Phoenix, while most home buyers who live and work in Phoenix are priced out of the market. In the past couple months, mortgage rates have gone up substantially, which reduced the purchasing power of buyers, and with that, buyers' demand. Thank you so much for joining us guys today, and with that being said, let's get right into the data. Let's take a look at some data from Zillow.com. We can see that the average home in Phoenix is costing right now $439,000 in June 2022. Only about 2 years ago, the same home in Phoenix would cost you about $275,000, and in 2021, the same home would cost you $349,000. And today, guys, we are sitting about $439,000 for a home in Phoenix. This is a 60% increase in the home values in Phoenix in only a matter of 2 years, which is an outrage number. Take a look at this chart from Redfin that shows us the number of active listings in the market in Phoenix. And if we go back to 2019, which I consider to be a normal year in terms of real estate, we can see that normally we have between 25,000 homes to about 20,000 homes in the market at any given time. Take a look, folks. 2022, we started a year with only about 10,000 homes in the market, but since then, inventory has started to pile up, and today we're sitting about almost 18,000 homes in the market, which represent about 40% increase in inventory since last year. Of course, we're still not in normal levels like we had in 2019, but you can see, guys, the direction where it's going. Inventory start to pile up, and especially in this time of the year, which we usually see the lowest levels of inventory, we see that this year inventory is going up. Another chart I want to bring to your attention, guys, this is the percent of active listing with price drops in the market in the Phoenix area, and this is for me the most significant indicator where the direction of the housing market in Phoenix is going. In 2019, between 6% of the homes to 5% of the homes in the market would be with a price drop. But take a look, folks, at this massive spike in 2022. We are standing about 12.6% of the homes in the market are sitting there with a price drop, which represent about 9% increase since last year. And guys, let me tell you, this number is going to keep going up as sellers get more desperate to sell their home and cutting more and more prices. Another chart you might want to take a look at is the number of the pending sales in Phoenix, Arizona. This is the number of homes that are being under contract and waiting for their closing date. We can see that in 2019 we had between 2,800 homes to about 2,300 homes that are pending. But take a look, folks, 2022, this number is dropping and is standing right now about 1,600 homes that are pending. This is about 25% decrease in the number of homes that are under contract compared to the same period of time last year. Another chart you might want to pay attention to is the number of homes being sold in Phoenix, Arizona. We can see that around the same period of time in 2019, about 2,300 homes were sold in June 2019. Let's take a look, guys. In June 2022, only around 1,600 homes were being sold. This is about 21% decrease in the number of homes being sold in the Phoenix area. And the last thing I want to point to you guys is that the average new mortgage payment is up 85% since January of 2020, and that's due to high mortgage rates, and the Fed is going to keep raising rates, so we can expect these mortgage rates to go up more and more. All these things together, guys, are leading us to the conclusion that the housing market is Phoenix is heading to a correction, and it might be even heading to a crash. I don't want to throw here like big words, but we will see in the next 3 to 6 months what the future unfolds. Take a look at another chart from Redfin, which shows the correlation between the mortgage monthly payment and the rent monthly payment in Phoenix, Arizona, assuming you put only 5% down. And we can see that usually it's cheaper to own a home than to rent a home, and this is the way it's supposed to be. But we can see that since June 2022, the actual number is $2,700 to own a home in Phoenix, and it's only $2,100 to rent the same home. That's assuming you put 5% down. Let's change it really quick to about 20% down and see what happened. And we can see that even if you put 20% down, it's still cheaper to rent a home in Phoenix than to own a home. And I remind you folks, with owning a home coming a lot of liability, the maintenance of the house, the roof, the air condition, the landscaping, the pool. And while you rent a home, you don't have all these liabilities. So when something like this happens, that the monthly mortgage payment is suppressing the average monthly rent payment in Phoenix, this is actually an indicator and telling people that, hey, maybe you don't want to own a home and have all this liability, and maybe you just want to rent a home because it's cheaper. This is a bad sign for the housing market in Phoenix, and I'm sure that the correlation between rent and mortgage will twist again in the next 6 to 12 months. Now guys, I'm going to show you a few listings in the Phoenix area just to show you how massive price cuts we have across all cities in the metro. Take a look folks at this listing from Phoenix, Arizona. It's currently sitting on the market for $500,000, and we can see that it had a price cut of about $50,000. This home was originally listed by the end of June for $550,000, and only in a matter of 2 weeks the price was dropped in about 9.1%, which represent about $50,000. Another listing I want you guys to look at, it's in Gilbert, Arizona. The home was originally listed for $519,000 by 4th of July, and today, only about 12 days later, it's already with a $40,000 price cut, which represent about 7.7% of the listing. I remind you folks, Gilbert, Arizona was one of the most desirable city in America during 2021, and homes would get multiple offers and sell within a matter of days. And now that we can see these price cuts, it can tell us about the situation in the market and how drastically it has changed in the past months. Another listing I wanted to show you guys, it's here in Scottsdale, Arizona. The home was originally listed by the beginning of the month for almost 1.4 million, and take a look folks, only in a matter of days the price was already dropped in 119,000, which represent about 13.7% of the price. This is a massive price cut, and this can just give you a little hint that there was no interest in the property at all, no showings, and of course no offers. And we are going to see more and more sellers getting desperate and cutting their home prices in the next 3 to 6 months. Another article I wanted to point you guys, this is from ABC 15. Data cracks starting to form in the Phoenix real estate market, and the reason I bring this article to your attention is just to show you that the media is starting to point us about the housing correction we are already in Phoenix, Arizona. The last thing you might want to pay attention to, and this is actually just a fun fact, Phoenix, Arizona is ranked second in the nation by the search term housing crash, which is currently trending, and the only one that more people are searching for housing crash is Boise, Idaho, but Phoenix is ranked in the second place, and I do expect them to go up to the first place in the coming months. And this is just showing you guys that a lot of people in Phoenix, Arizona are predicting a housing crash or hoping for it, or the two together. If you made it in the video that far, I encourage you to hit that subscribe and like button, maybe even share it with a friend who is looking to buy a home right now in Phoenix and help him to get educated about the current situation in the market. Thank you so much guys for joining us, and I'll see you on the next video.